They burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Washington Redskins. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw. Come on. Shoot.
Here's a throw out wide to Quinn. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch it, watch it, watch it.
On 3rd down, here's an out. And he lost the football. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down, putting an extra man here in the secondary. This is Penny. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
I get the thought process. 3rd and short, give it to the fullback, let him bulldoze his way. But that means you're counting on your offensive line to win the line of scrimmage, aren't you?
Yeah, there was just a mass of bodies there at the line. Looked like more defenders than offensive guys. Winds up losing yardage. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Ready up.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again, so it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick...
But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington. How about that? Their quarterback, 94 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. It was the free safety, Jordan Poyer, that time there to make the play in coverage. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6. Look, screen.
Throwing again, Jones. It's complete to Golden Tate. 11 yards there, first down.
Here we go.
That's good for our Giants. First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Leo. Get it.
Now Saquon Barkley. He's got the first down and more past midfield. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 56 yards on the ground. The ultimate speedster, showing that speed in front of his home crowd. They loved it.
Made me stand up on that run because right now all I want to do is wave to the crowd. More noise.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Golden Tate, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
The Redskins take over. We got this at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
They've got his man complete. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A huge play there for Washington. 63 yards.
And the Redskin first down.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Enough to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Set 60 Pittsburgh.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. Then he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. These two teams all tied after one. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer. Biggest game of Barkley's rookie year on the ground came against these Redskins. Week 14 a season ago, 14 carries, 170 yards.
I know he ain't got it. Mike 55, Mike 55. 6. Hey, echo. Check curls, check curls, check curls. Mike.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
On the ball. Check 55, Mike. Danny. Rock it. 13. Check 13. Look at me. Zipper.
On second down, here's Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. They'll call it a punt at 44 yards. The return was for 7. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
2nd and 5. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack. They'll set up a throw. Escaping the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field They play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Chris Thompson, his first touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Hopkins with the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Check. Watch the safety creep. Check.
And an alley to run. He'll have a first down past the 40. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. 2nd and 1. Open man here, TJ Jones. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 37.
A gain of 29 yards.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They run the counter. It's Thompson. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. there's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Check 53's mine. Check 53's mine. Switch up. Check nickel. Go.
Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Leads to 3rd and 11.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh. Mike. Hey, Wahoo. Ready?
On 3rd down, Jones. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th.
Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
At the 46-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Hey, exit. Get that ball.
2nd and 2. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there, because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And look at this, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the 1st. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Come on, set. 18 Gator. Check.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. They come out here in the eye. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left.
Switch. Blue jaw quarter. Check 3. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
It's a quarterback sneak. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Ready, break.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain...
Touchdown, Giants! Saquon Barkley, 78 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's the option going left on 2nd down. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got it at the 15. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Paul Richardson, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point good by Hopkins. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Jones now to throw again. He's going to let one fly for Tate. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Slings this deep from McLaurin. He's got a man complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with his first career NFL touchdown, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Hopkins with the extra point, and we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
And the Redskin first down.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll drop the throw. He'll buy some time right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Sack. Quarterback gets hit.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Second and 14. Dancing to his left. And that's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, lived to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
That's got to be a long day. Out. Hey, Orbit. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. Protein spill. Watch the run.
He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off at the 16. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Check. Sponge. No. You're out. 36.
They'll go to Barkley again. 7 yards there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Matchbox lights. Look at me. Door.
A first down carry for Barkley. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Your trip is here, baby. Your trip is here.
This is Barkley. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Ready up. 55, Mike 55. Hey, dude. Go, D. Let's go. Mike 55, Mike 55. Squeeze, double. Mike 55, Mike 55. Now.
Jones on 3rd and 2. And Tate's got it. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll run with Barkley. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 10 yards, good for a giant first down. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now Jones throwing on 1st down. Being chased out left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Watch your slant. Hey, lock it. Check 52. Ready?
Now it's Barkley. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Now Jones. He's got his man. This is Tate. It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down. A lot of eyes on Golden Tate this year to see if he can take over some of the production that OBJ had before he got shipped to Cleveland. You know, Beckham had 1,000-yard seasons 4 of his 5 years in New York. Golden Tate struggled at the end of last year in Philadelphia, but he had a really good run in Detroit, including 3,000-yard seasons in the middle of this decade. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Let's go. Get set.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on 3rd down.
And we got Mike, number 53. Mike 53. Watch the run.
Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Got a man, Slayton. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. Jones now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now.
Leo! Rush in! Rush in!
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Rosas good with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Janoris Jenkins with good coverage that time as he was able to get in there and knock it away. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. 2nd and 10. Steps away to his left.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Go! 56! Hey, Delta! Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. 56 to Mike, boy, 56. Check, 56.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. They will find Davis. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 31-yard line.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do? You got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end. Take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flush to his right. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
91. Ready?
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, and it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
They'll set up to throw. And he finds McLaurin. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 16.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 12 more yards there and another first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Here we go. Here we go.
So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Check 26, check 26. Six, pull it high. Shoot.
They'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Throwing, Jones finds his tight end Ingram. That one a first down pickup of 8.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march up another 15 against your squad.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Stand. Now.
They keep it with Barkley on first down.
Yeah.
And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears. They get it done. How about that score?
The finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes.
And that's caught inside the 30. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for but couldn't secure it. And this one's over. But, Charles, a one-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that one-score game. We all knew what was coming, the Hail Mary. They just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.
So for the Giants, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Washington, they'll sink now to 0-4.